Saving lives, preventing disease, and reversing disease. You are listening to Dr. Richardson On Call, brought to you in part by the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, William Richardson, MD.
This program is not being used to make diagnosis, administer treatment, prescribe medications, or order tests. The information contained is provided as an educational service. This program is not a replacement for the relationship you have with your healthcare provider. If you have concerns about your health, please contact your healthcare provider's office immediately.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson On Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Welcome to this edition of Dr. Richardson On Call. Hi, I am Dr. William Richardson, and today we are going to take a serious look at the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian. Exactly what is a vegetarian? What are the enormous, well-documented health benefits of eating a vegetarian diet in terms of weight loss, cancer prevention, and the avoidance of hypertension, heart and artery diseases, many other diseases, as well as dramatically increasing your life expectancy. Stay tuned for this edition of Dr. Richardson On Call, where today we are going to examine the enormous health benefits and the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian.
Did you know that studies reveal that 86% of your health and well-being is totally dependent upon your lifestyle, diet, environment, exercise, relaxation, rest, and stress management? And did you know that medical care and genetics account for only 14% of your health and well-being? This means that you are 86% in control of your health through living a healthy lifestyle and building a healthy environment. Dr. Richardson and the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine specialize in reversing disease, preventing disease, and saving lives. Our full-service health clinic offers complete diagnostic evaluations and medical care, lifestyle nutritional counseling, detox programs, immune enhancement, permanent weight loss programs, IV chelation therapy, and alternative treatments for most all diseases and conditions.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson On Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Dr. William Richardson, and I'm inspired and honored and truly welcome you to this edition of Dr. Richardson On Call, where the second and fourth Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m., we will take in-depth, stimulating looks at the major health issues facing our community today. My friends, the mission of this health talk show, Dr. Richardson On Call, is to reverse and prevent disease as well as save lives. On this show, we request, we encourage, and we really demand your participation. Call us and ask your important questions and give your valuable commentaries when we open up the phone lines. Again, I'm your host, Dr. William Richardson, a board-certified medical doctor with over 25 years of experience. My role on this show is to facilitate our listeners in the how and why of making intelligent health choices in quality medical care, disease reversal and prevention, nutrition, diet and supplements, cleansing and detoxification, immune system enhancement, and many other lifestyle and environmental factors. Also, as always, I'm joined in the studio by my brother John Richardson, who is the writer, researcher, and executive producer for this show, to whom I owe many thanks. Thank you, Brother John.
And thank you, brother, Dr. William Richardson. And welcome out there in Radio Land once again, as I, John Richardson, am also honored and inspired to be with you today on this edition of Dr. Richardson On Call. And today we have another very, very, very important topic, Dr. Richardson. and that is vegetarianism. That's right, my friends. For the next 55 minutes, we are going to examine from top to bottom the what, why, and how of becoming a vegetarian. The fact is, vegetarianism is a style of eating as old as mankind itself. And while heavy-duty meat eating, along with the current chronic disease epidemic of cancer, high blood pressure, heart and artery diseases, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and so on, remain so popular and prominent in North America, Europe, and westernized cultures, we should also realize that the majority of the world, including Asia, Africa, South America, and many islands, you find meat eating much less emphasized. Yes, we especially in the more traditional ancient cultures find a diet that consists of mostly vegetables, fruits, seeds, nuts, beans, and grains. Yes, even in the Bible, you find God's first prescription for man, food, in Genesis 1:29, of being a vegetarian. And God said, behold, I had given you every blah, blah, blah. Many of you know that scripture. If you don't, look it up, Genesis 1:29. And also, I'm sure many of us are aware of there are many thousands and thousands and millions or thousands, maybe hundreds of well-known vegetarians. There's a lot of them. How about Carl Lewis, Gandhi, Coretta Scott King, Einstein? Oh, you didn't know Einstein was a vegetarian? Socrates, Plato, Herbie Hancock, Leo Tolstoy, Pythagoras, Kellogg, Les Brown, Dick Gregory, Sir Isaac Newton, the Buddha himself, George Bernard Shaw, and countless others. So we're looking at this vegetarian subject today, folks, not to make a religion out of it, but just give you another tool in your arsenal of health-building techniques. So, Dr. Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
The first question we want to ask you as a medical doctor, as a vegetarian yourself, as a raw foodist, as a man that has great health himself, because I'm sure our listening audience is wondering at this point, what is the definition of a vegetarian? What is a vegetarian? And at this point, we must issue a warning, because the incorrect answer to this question could be hazardous to your health. Dr. Richardson, what the heck is a vegetarian?
Well, a vegetarian is really what we call a vegan. And that's one who absolutely uses no meat products.
Okay.
Then there's a few pseudo-vegetarians where you have the lacto-vegan, where they have dairy, the ovo-vegetarian, where they eat eggs, and the lacto-ovo, where they eat eggs and dairy. And some people think they're vegetarian even if they still eat fish or fowl. But that's
Chicken,
not true.
turkey.
Strictly speaking, vegetarian really means no flesh. And then you have the lacto-ovo. And, for the past 20 years, there's been an explosion in products and stores and restaurants that cater to the vegetarian, as well as mimicking products to help ease people from meat products like vegan burgers and hot dogs and things such as that.
Indeed. I mean, there's over 200 health food stores and restaurants in Atlanta alone.
Yeah.
And then if you go to some of these grocery stores, they have health food sections with these substitutes for the meat.
Right. That's right.
Dr. Richardson, now we want to move on to something very important, and that would be the billion-dollar question of the day. And that is, why vegetarianism? Why should we even want to become a vegetarian or somewhere near there? And what are the benefits of becoming a vegetarian? And what do those out there in the listening audience have to gain or lose by becoming a vegetarian? You know, that's what people want to know. What do I get out of this?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, everybody who is a vegan, that is one who consumes no animal products like myself, they have their own before and after reports. And the reason I did it in the first place wasn't for health. It was because my friends and I were studying meditation and yoga. And at the age of 19, many years ago, we did an experiment and gave up red meat, pork, and started eating whole grains. And what we noticed was our food bill went down, at least then. And we felt better, lighter, could meditate better. Basically, you have less obesity, constipation, sluggishness, general better overall health. A report has come out that vegetarians in America live average 15 plus years longer than the general population. That report just came out. You have about a 50 to 100% less chance of a heart attack, 500 1% less chance of getting breast cancer and 1,000% less chance of getting colon cancer. And that just tells you the type of move you can make when you become a vegetarian. You decrease hardening of the arteries, the gallbladder, appendicitis, all that unknown. Especially Dr. Burkitt from England went to Africa, and he studied African populations. And Africans have studied African populations. They did not have these diseases because of their diet. And that's also been studied in other populations as well, from Europe to Asia.
Yeah, and a lot of people come into our office for what, Dr. Richardson? They want to lose the weight.
Right.
They want to control their blood sugar. They want to drop that cholesterol. Yeah, on and on. And
heart disease.
And how do we solve that? Largely, a lot of time we tell them to.
Yeah, totally change their diet.
Change the diet.
And you can lower cholesterol from 296 down to 146 just by changing your diet in a
month. Or less.
In a month. It works quicker than the drugs, the statins, and it's just as effective.
Right.
And you can even help control arthritis, allergies, just many, many problems can be controlled with this. And then the meat's not the same as it used to be.
Talk to us about that. Our great-grandparents, and let's even go back 200, 300, 500,000, 300.
Well, yeah, I mean, I met a African woman. You remember she used to work around, and she said that her ancestors maybe ate meat 2 times a year and had perfect bodies and everything.
Right.
And now in Zimbabwe, they're eating it 2 or 3 times a day. Now, the thing is, even 100 years ago, 150 years ago, our grandparents and great-grandparents were not eating the volume of meat that they eat now. And it was different. Chickens grew up over 2 or 3 years, not 6 months, pumped with hormones. And same with the beef as well. And the pesticides are bioaccumulated because of the fat, solubility of the pesticides in the fat of the animal. So when you eat one piece of meat, you get a whole room full of pesticides, unless it's organic meat. But even still, when you cook the flesh of chicken, when you cook the flesh of beef, you get cancer-causing agents called heterocyclic amines, more so with the chicken actually than the beef. So chicken actually can cause more cancer than beef.
Yeah, there's a lot of misnomer. We do have another question for you on that a little later on in the show. Dr. Richard, I'm going to ask you one more question, and we're going to open up the phone lines and introduce the guests that we have and move on with the show.
All right.
What about from a biological genetic standpoint, and I know you answer this question very well, because we can quickly analyze the physiological difference between carnivores, that is the meat eaters, and the herbivores, those eating the vegetables in the animal kingdom. What can you tell us about what that would indicate as far as what humans should consume in terms of whether they should consume the flesh or not? You have a really clear explanation of this.
Sure. I mean, if you look at the intestinal tract of flesh eaters, traditionally we're talking about cats, dogs, and reptiles. It's short and smooth so the meat can get out quickly and not rot. Whereas plant eaters like giraffes, hippopotamus, elephants, they monkeys, primates like us. They have a lot of pouches so that the plants can be totally digested and all the nutrients can be assimilated. They have a lot of surface area because of the convoluted pouches within the GI tract. Plus, the stomach is more acid in the flesh eaters, and the teeth are different. In fact, they usually sweat from their tongue, whereas we sweat from our skin.
A lot of differences.
And when you see bleeding chicken, you don't just go up and start killing it and eating it like a true meat eater.
Right. All right, folks. Today we're discussing vegetarianism and the enormous, well-documented health benefits of vegetarianism. We're going to introduce our special guest in just one moment. But while we're preparing to introduce this guest, we're going to open up the phone lines. And Atlanta, we want you, the listener, to get involved in our discussion today. And we want your questions and comments on vegetarianism, but not only vegetarianism, anything related to this. This is a holistic preventive medicine show. This is your show, Atlanta. We want you to get involved. We talk about anything from soup to nuts, breast cancer to prostate cancer, heart, cardiovascular diseases, all kind of things. We're going to have show after show after show. But this show is particularly talking about vegetarianism, the benefits of it, the documented evidence about it, how to do it, all this kind of thing. And we have this guest that's going to elucidate more, help us bring to light this subject more. We want to open up the phone lines right now. This is the Preventive Holistic Show, Dr. Richardson on Call. But we want you to call the studio right now. The number to get in and talk to us is 404-880-9255. The number to talk to us right now, give us a call, is 404-880-9255. Of course, Atlanta, you can call us on your home phone, business phone, car phone, cell phone, someone else's phone, or pay phone. Just be sure to call us and let your thoughts be known because they're important. You're part of the show. Call us in the studio right now at 404-880-9255. Write down your questions and comments so we can be efficient and clear. Make sure you turn your radio down when you call in. Call us right now. The number to get in the studio right now is 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. We want your participation right now. So, also right now, we're going to introduce our guests. And Dr. Richardson, we haven't mentioned this, but what month is this?
This is Vegetarian Awareness Month.
Many of you may have not known that. All right. And how are we going to celebrate this month?
The Vegetarian Challenge.
All right. And we have our guest that's going to elucidate on this thing.
That's right.
And who do we have in the studio today to help us celebrate Vegetarian Awareness Month and the Vegetarian Challenge?
Tracy Thomas, Director of the Black Vegetarian Society
Yay!
of Georgia. Hello.
All right. Tracy, welcome.
Welcome to our show.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be in the company of Brother John and Dr. William Richardson.
All right.
Thank you.
That felt good. All right.
So I want to give all praises to the light, the love, and the energy. And once again, it's just a great pleasure to be in the presence here in the studio with you guys live today.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the Black Vegetarian Society.
Yeah, indeed. This is an important...
Is everybody welcome? You know.
Well, we're a nonprofit group based here in Atlanta.
All right.
We provide education and support via our monthly programs, restaurant outings, monthly lectures, seminars. This weekend, actually this evening, there's a restaurant outing planned at Camille's Vegan Vegetarian at 1263 Glenwood Avenue. Later this week, we're going to have 2 guided food tours, one at 7 Under Natural Foods and on to Return to Eating Vegetarian Market. So as far as, it's a membership organization, and our members receive over 60 local discounts at a variety of different places, from bookstores, natural food stores, practitioners, day spas, and vegetarian restaurants.
And let me remember the website, www.bvsga.org.
That's it, bvsga.org.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you feel being a vegetarian is so important?
Well, I feel that it's so important because it's the whole foundation for prevention, to embrace a preventive lifestyle. So you are what you eat, and our bodies are temples. So what we put in is what we're going to get out of it. And you just have to start and being proactive with your health.
You have a personal experience, don't you? You became a vegetarian yourself and experienced some benefits. Is that?
Well, absolutely. I kind of transitioned into it. I wasn't planning to become a vegetarian. I left the red meat alone. And then later the chicken. And I think at that point I had decided to become a vegetarian. Then the fish left. So, and that's how it is for most people. They transition into it. Some people say they just stop eating all flesh completely. But, you educate yourself. You're reading and you're networking and attending a variety of different programs.
Are you having a special event called the Meat Out?
On the Meat Out, yes, that's every spring.
Every spring.
Every March 20th.
Powerful.
And this year we have Dr. Africa coming on board. So we're looking forward to that.
And you have these monthly events, don't you? Every month you're...
A different lecture,
seminar.
It could be a vegetarian cooking class.
Yeah.
Cooking classes are very popular.
Right.
We get more requests for that than anything else.
Right. And folks out there in Radio Land, if you'd like to receive our vegetarian package, how to become a vegetarian, our information on vegetarian, and how to become a member of the Black Vegetarian Society, we invite you to know that there is a website address is www.acpm.net. That's www.acpm.net. And we're happy to have the director of the Black Vegetarian Society with us, Tracy Thomas. And we have a lot of callers waiting. quite a few callers, and we're going to run to some callers. Atlanta, the number here to get in the studio is 404-880-9255. But we're going to run right now to Amina in Atlanta. Amina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for calling Dr. Richardson on call. What do you have to say today?
I was concerned about, on a vegan diet, how to get the proper amounts of B12. And is there a plant source that you can take or eat in order to help your body absorb B12?
Yeah.
B12, I've actually drawn a lot of blood from vegetarians as well as flesh eaters. And honestly, I have not seen the B12 deficiency. In a malnourished person, I did once. I tell you, most people get the B12 from beneficial bacteria in their colon. Also, you can get B12 from cultured vegetables, sauerkraut, things like that. There's a red kraut that a lot of raw foodists eat as well.
Also, chlorella and spirulina have a lot of B12 in them.
That's
also
correct.
The seaweeds.
Yes,
in terms of that.
And that's probably because there were microorganisms that grew around them. And also, if you have any supplement that you take or make smoothies with, all that sort of thing usually has B12 with spirulina or added B12 to it.
Okay. Go ahead.
And your body will absorb it as quickly and it's ready there for the use as when you're on a meat-eating diet, because I've seen also studies where they say that if you don't eat meat or if you don't eat dairy and stuff like that, you don't have the proper amount of B12 in children. Because I'm also
that's selling the beef and the dairy because it's a misnomer.
Yeah, that's not true.
There's whole nations
I've seen lots of children who are vegan. Not only that, what was I going to say? The B12 issues have not really come up. I guess I just want to say that they really haven't come up.
Well, Mina, we appreciate your call today.
Alrighty.
That's a very important question.
What I was also going to say is the intrinsic factor in the stomach helps B12 be absorbed. So if you get B12 from any source, you still need your stomach working. And that's just what I'll say.
Atlanta, we appreciate your participation today. The number to get in the studio is 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. Next, we're going to run to Teresa in Lithonia. Teresa, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for calling today.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I had a question. I just recently became a vegetarian about 3 months ago, and I'm concerned about the conflicting reports that I hear about soy. I know that I'm getting a lot more than I used to, and I'm not sure if that's bad for me or not in regard to fertility and things of that nature.
Yeah, well, there's been plenty of people who got pregnant with soy. You know some, Tracy? Yeah.
Quite a few.
The problem is a lot of the processing that's done. A lot of the processed soy products are really meant to be a transition, and a lot of people do get stuck there. The best soy products, in my opinion, are the soy sprouts and the fermented soy products like miso or tempeh. Do you have any comments on that, Tracy? No? Yeah, so I would say, and then you got to watch being a pastatarian, and you can get soyed out, you can get juiced out, take too much of anything in a way, and I would say the best foods to really concentrate on are fresh, and that's where raw food has come in, the raw fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts. And the soy is best, like I said, raw or fermented.
Okay, so like the meat substitutes really aren't good to do for an extensive period?
Yeah, I mean, they're better than probably eating somebody's leg or something like that, but the optimum would be more fresh vegetables and including soy sprouts or fermented foods.
Okay.
All right, Teresa, we appreciate your call today.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Atlanta, number here is 404-880-9255 to get involved in our show today. And right now, we're going to go to a health tip brought to us by Dr. Marsha Williams, naturopathic doctor at the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine. She's going to give us a health tip.
Hi, this is Dr. Marsha Williams with Health Tips. Did you know that at least 1/3 of food consumed daily should be uncooked? That's right. Raw vegetables contain phytochemicals, which are powerful natural agents to promote health and prevent disease. Cooking and processing food can destroy these micronutrients by altering their shape and chemical composition. However, regular vegetable juicing will easily help you get the 1/3 raw food in your daily diet. Freshly processed organic vegetable juice will alkalinize and rebalance your body's pH, increase your energy level, help build your immune system, and heal and prevent chronic disease. One of my personal favorites is juice made from a Granny Smith apple, carrots, parsley, celery, and beets. It's like drinking liquid gold. So here's to your health. This is Dr. Marcia Williams with Health Tips.
All right, folks. This is Dr. Richardson on call. That's what you're listening to. And today we are featuring the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian. Of course, we're going to be taking a break right now. We're also looking at what the enormous, well-documented health benefits of eating a vegetarian diet in terms of weight loss, cancer prevention, uterine fibroid prevention, and the avoidance of high blood pressure, heart and artery diseases, and many other diseases, as well as dramatically increasing your life expectancy. Stay tuned to WCLK 91.9 FM as we continue to discuss the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian.
Many people are sick and tired of seeking help from conventional medical doctors who may see you for 5 minutes, just hand you another prescription, run more tests, or may know very little about diet, lifestyle, detoxification, immune system enhancement, or environmental pollution. The Atlantic Clinic of Preventive Medicine specializes in reversing disease, preventing diseases, and saving lives. For more information on Atlantic Clinic of Preventive Medicine and Dr. Richardson, online at www.acpm.net.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
All right, Atlanta, we are back from the break, and you are listening to Dr. Richardson on a call, and I'm your co-host, John Richardson, along with Dr. William Richardson, and today we're discussing the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian. The fact that the majority of the world's more ancient cultures, Asia, Africa, South America, and many islands exist on mostly a vegetarian diet where meat eating is much less emphasized. Also, we are discussing the enormous health benefits of becoming a vegetarian in the first place in terms of weight loss, cancer prevention, high blood pressure prevention, and a host of other things. And Dr. Richardson also mentioned some spiritual aspects. And folks, this is not to make a religion out of anything really, whether it's right or wrong, vegetarian, this kind of thing, but just giving you another tool in your health arsenal to fight this disease epidemic that we're experiencing here in basically America and the westernized cultures. There's a disease epidemic.
It is. It really is.
Really. And today we have in the studio with us the director of the Black Vegetarian Society, and that's Tracy Thomas, and she has a veggie challenge tonight.
Well, the Veggie Challenge restaurant outings.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. And she's inviting us to join us over there. Is that correct?
Absolutely. The public is invited.
Yeah.
Bring your family, friends, colleagues. All is welcome.
You know, some people change their diet during Lent.
Mm-hmm.
Some Christians do, and also now it's Ramadan.
Yep.
A lot of Muslims, and this is a good time to actually make some changes.
It is. It changes too. Fasting a lot when the seasons change and all kind of things is an advisable thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, we still want you to, of course, get involved with us right now. We'd like you to call us in the studio so we can continue to take your calls. The number is 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. All right. Next, we're going to run to a caller that we have on the phone right now, and that would be Dorothy in Decatur. Dorothy, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Oh, yes. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was calling to find out. I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm, playing around with the idea.
Mm-hmm.
But Well, how do you get all the protein that you need?
Mm-hmm. Right. That's a good question, and that comes up a lot. Actually, the food that gives you more protein per calorie is actually dark green leafy vegetables. And when you eat a wide variety of food, beans, grains, vegetables, nuts, seeds, fruit, they really all have protein. And if you eat enough to keep your weight up, you will get the protein. We used to think you had to combine foods, beans, rice, or corn and beans and this sort of thing. But that's actually not true, really. If you eat a wide variety of food in the vegan world, you will get the protein. Any comments on that, Tracy?
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, there was a time when you think about the laws of food combining, and you always hear that the beans and rice combine into a complete protein. But granted, we could just mimic the cow. I mean, the cow is eating nothing but greens, and just follow the cow's example versus trying to, attack the cow. I mean, you get all the protein you need. Everything, every nut, grain, seed, greens are just loaded with protein. I mean. And I think that's just one myth that's out there.
It is a myth that's basically supporting the dairy industry, the meat industry, the chicken industry, or whatever. You know, they put that fear in people. If I don't eat, and it's not true. If you look at the world's populations throughout time, there's plenty of people that did not eat a meat-based diet and have great health.
Great superior health to what's happening now.
Okay, Dorothy?
Thank you.
And, of course, we're going to run to another caller, and that would be Quasita in Atlanta. Hope I didn't mispronounce your name. Quasita, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How do you say your name?
Quasita. You got it.
Pretty close.
You got it right.
Go for it. What do you got today?
Yeah, I've been a vegetarian for a while, about 10 years
Congratulations.
now. Thank you. And I have a son who's about 1.5 years, almost 2 years old.
Wow.
And so I'm concerned right now because I'm trying to make sure that he's getting the right amounts of fats and calciums. And I don't want to overload his system with things like soy milk and soy products, which I've read are real high in female sort of hormones.
Okay.
How do I balance that?
Actually, soy won't feminize male. That's just not true.
Okay.
But eating hormone-laden chicken will. Actually, it can really actually cause a man to grow breasts. But anyway, calcium, the best source of calcium is the same for orangutans, gorillas, elephants, giraffes, and humans, and that's dark green leafy vegetables.
Okay.
And if you consume dark green leafies like broccoli, now you think of the iceberg lettuce has 1/3 the calcium, iron, and folic acid as the darker lettuce. Broccoli's a dark green. Then you've got beans, some soy products, blackstrap molasses, certain seeds and nuts, and this sort of thing. And then there are, like you said, fortified foods. And the B12 we discussed, the iron you can certainly get from dark green leafy vegetables and apricots, raisins, prunes, whole grains, all that sort of thing. Now, you mentioned another one, didn't you?
Fats.
The fats, yes. The best fats are like nuts, seeds, walnuts, that sort of thing, avocado, and even the coconut type fats, which have
raw coconut.
Always raw. You want fats raw. You want nuts uncooked, raw nuts.
Much better for you.
Your essential fatty acids, your flaxseed, that's real healthy fat with all your omega-6.
Great fat. Olive oil is pretty good.
Right.
Avocados.
Definitely avocados.
There's some great fats. It's not unhealthy at all. We need fats.
Now, if you're trying to lose weight, of course, you want to limit the fats to an extent. But,
indeed.
Okay, so if we just increase those, and that'll give him the right amount of fat.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Do you have twins, Quasita?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you have twin boys?
No, I have one boy, but I'm trying to just keep his weight. No,
that's fine. I know
what are you trying to do?
Has
2
twins.
for 1? Or?
No, I know another Quasita who has twins. Okay.
All right, Quasita, we're going to have to run.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you calling today.
Thank you.
All
right.
Atlanta, we have a couple lines open for you. We'd like you to get involved. You can ask us anything about vegetarianism, how to become a vegetarian, why you didn't want to become a vegetarian, what are you thinking about vegetarian, the health implications.
And folks, even if you don't become a complete vegetarian, you can also alter the way you eat meat, eat more organic meat, and just not always eat it every meal, and make it a healthier way you consume. I mean, even if you consume any poison, you can consume a little less of it.
Right. All right, folks, we invite you to call us right now. You can get in the studio. There's some lines open for you. The number here is 404-880-9255. Give us a call right now at 404-880-9255. We're talking about becoming a vegetarian. We're talking about preventive holistic medicine. We're talking about the health movement in Atlanta, all across America, and all across the world. So we invite you to give us a call. But right now, we're going to run to yet another caller, and that would be Charles in Fayetteville. Charles, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Charles, thanks for calling today. You're on the air with Dr. Richardson.
Hello. I have a question. I'm a runner, and right now I'm preparing for a 5K race that's on November the 6th, so it's like I got like another week to train. Anyway, my metabolism is really, 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 really fast. Yeah. So I like to eat vegetables. I like to eat a lot of fruit, but like an hour later, I get right back hungry. And I have never found any fruit or vegetable that will fill me up like a big, thick hamburger. Sorry, this never works. So what possible food that is a fruit or vegetable that is fulfilling that's going to actually stick with, you know?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. There's several issues. First of all, if you do eat like a complex carbohydrate meal, after a vigorous exercise, it takes less than 2 hours to recover versus 6 hours to recover if you ate a high meat and fat, animal fat diet. Also, you would consider loading up on complex carbs to fill your glycogen stores in your liver and your muscles. Glycogen is the glucose complexes that are stored there. You have 12 hours of it when you eat it, and it stores in there, and you can get that from eating whole grains and that sort of stuff, whole foods. Also, you have to remember a hamburger is going to slow your digestion down and give you the false sense of being fulfilled. It's really just poison your digestive tract, frankly. And you're probably used to that. It's like some people are used to certain feelings and those types of things. Also, you have to remember that gorillas spend 30% of their time eating and eat. 500-pound gorilla, 600-pound gorilla will eat 50 to 60 pounds of vegetables a day. So actually, dark green leafy vegetables per calorie give you more protein per flesh. Dark green leafy vegetables give you more protein per calorie than flesh, but you have to eat lots of it. You do have to eat a lot as a vegetarian. You eat till you feel well and full, and that click comes in that lets you know you got enough protein, enough vitamins, and that will stick with you. But you do have to eat a nice large volume. You have to eat, if you're going to eat one hamburger, you have to eat 5 times that volume.
And it may be that you just may not get the feeling that you get from eating a hamburger. You may have to adjust to the new feeling that you get, which will be actually more energy and a quicker digestion when you don't eat the hamburger and you eat some other things. So consider all that. But we invite you to send for our package and keep investigating this.
Charles? Oh, yes, most definitely.
Right.
And one other question, if I could just sneak it in.
Quickly. Thank you.
Instead of, I do enjoy eating meat. So instead of, you were talking about organic meats, what other way can you alter the way that you eat meat? For instance, I hardly eat pork. Yeah, pretty much never. Beef, when I'm doing when I'm eating the way I want to, maybe once a week, things like that.
Let's go ahead and answer that, Charles.
First of all, I would dilute it with a lot of vegetables. In other lands where they do eat a little flesh, you have 90 or 75 or 80% vegetables and whole grains, and then a small amount of meat. Whereas in this society, we put the meat first. That's wrong. Secondly, we don't have to eat it every meal, and you can experiment with not eating it. And thirdly, you can really get really wise about it. And I would do some smoothies, too, before I eat the meal. And that'll fill you up. That really helped me when I was making a transition. So consider smoothies.
All right, Charles, we're going to have to run. We appreciate your comments today. And Atlanta, we're going to run to another caller. That would be Lynette. Lynette, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to begin by giving a big public thank you for Dr. Richardson turning my whole family vegetarian like about 2.5 years ago. So we appreciate that.
All right.
And I want to tell you, I'm on the 4th day of a 10-day, my master cleansing fast. And my question is, I want to break this fast a little differently than I have in the past. And my question is to you, what is the best eating cycle time? I'm understanding that eating small meals throughout the day is a better eating cycle, and I'm trying to get to a better way of eating. So I want to break this fast in the right way, And I just kind of want that kind of input as to what is the best eating cycle and portions and that kind of thing.
Right, right. Well, the Master Cleanse, of course, I would break it on some juice and then maybe go toward whole juice and then soups and energy soups and things like that. And the eating cycles, basically you have to follow your intuition once you get past the science. Once you understand that you're going to get all the nutrients, then you listen to your body as far as you eat when you're hungry, you stop before you feel so full, you start with liquids and end up with solids. Start with raw if you're going to do cooked, and you end with cooked, that type of thing. And keep that in mind. But it's really an intuitive thing as well.
Okay. So don't be trying to eat every 3 hours or every 4 hours.
Only if you're hungry and maybe you're very active. Exercise helps burn through that, so you have to exercise, and that helps regulate your eating. Exercise. Calisthenics, yoga, meditation, prayer.
All right, Lynette.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Yes. Atlanta, we're going to run to another caller, and that would be Adrian in East Point. Adrian, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air with Dr. Richardson.
Hey, I tried the whole vegetarian thing about a year ago,
Okay.
and it's kind of hard because I have 2 teenagers and a husband.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically, meat and potatoes people.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I want to know how would I make the transition kind of easy for me and also my family? Because it's kind of hard cooking,
Sure.
steaks and chicken for your family, and you try not to eat it.
Right. Well, you may want to start by getting the package that my brothers offered just to educate.
Okay.
And then I would really make it a fun thing. I have pressure. I'm trying to convince my family to go raw. I mean, it's always, this eating thing kind of gets in the way of relationships. But what I would do is make really tasty vegan dishes that are just drop really good. And I would make it an art and make it a game,
Okay.
and maybe make it lighter, not so heavy. When you think about the fact you mentioned your husband and your boys, maybe, 1 out of 3 African-American males are going to get prostate cancer. So if I was you, I would consider that and try to avoid that in your family.
Oh, okay.
And there are really a lot of material, a lot of video, a lot of audios. We have audios on vegetarian. We have a video that we show in the clinic. Actually, when people come in, we do a lifestyle nutritional counseling program, as many offices should do. But one of our pieces of the program is for them to see our vegetarian video. And again, it's not the religion or anything like that, but it's all the proponents of becoming a vegetarian, how to do it, all the alternatives. By the time you see the video, Dr. Richardson tells me the time they come in for the lifestyle counseling session one-on-one with him, they've already changed. They've already changed.
Yeah. Then you have the Vegetarian Society with Tracy. You can go and try different dishes. And
the
go
Black Vegetarian Society of Georgia.
Right.
So look us up as well.
Right.
BVSGA.org.
Yep. Right. All right, next we're going to run to another call, and that's going to be Kamara in Atlanta. Kamara, are you there?
Yes.
You're on the air with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling today.
My mom is a vegetarian, and my brother and sister have joined her.
Okay.
How can she make the food tasty like fast food places, and how can we get the sweets we love without sugar?
Right.
Wow, what a question.
What a great question from a child. How old are you, Mass?
My brother is 13, and my sister is 10, and I'm 11.
Great.
Wow. That's
Okay.
great.
Thank you for calling. I would suggest that she get a cookbook for people who love animals.
And Vegetarian Cooking Made Easy.
Vegetarian Cooking
That's
Made
the letter
Easy.
EZ by Paula Atkins. It's a sister out of Huntsville, Alabama. And I also like to invite your family to come out and join us for dinner. Every month we're going out to a different vegetarian restaurant and have your mother just attend a variety of different cooking classes.
That's right. And then they have special dessert classes, and you can make plenty of good desserts with just fruits and vegetables even. And you can use stevia to make it sweeter, and just eat whole fruit. It's really good, and you're going to enjoy it. It's a good path. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you very much. All right. We're going to run next to Faye in Atlanta. Faye, are you there? Faye. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, thanks for calling Dr. Richardson on call.
Yes, Dr. Richardson, this is Faye McLean, also known to you as Fatima.
Peace. How you doing, Fatima?
I'm wonderful. I wanted to, first of all, thank you for helping me with the health problem that I had and let you know that everything is fine. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Being a dancer and very active, I was told that I will always be anemic, but I don't want to believe that, and I'm trying to find out what types of foods that I can eat to help combat that, especially being highly active?
Sure. Well, of course, the dark green leafy vegetables, energy soup. Learn how to make energy soup for someone so active. That has protein and it has iron and calcium. Of course, the dancing you do is going to help strengthen your bones and muscles. Eat large volumes. Make sure you're cleansed so you can absorb the food. Plan your meals well and plan what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner the day before and have it ready for you, and eat well. Take the time to eat and you should be fine.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
I know. See, I know you. I know exactly what to say, right?
Faye, we're going to have to go for a break. We appreciate your call today.
Give me a call,
Thank
Faye.
You. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Now we're going to run to a health tip, again, brought to us by Dr. Marsha Williams, naturopathic doctor at the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine. Listen closely.
Hi, I'm Dr. Marsha Williams with Health Tips. Did you know that our environment now contains increased levels of xenoestrogens such as dioxin and synthetic chemicals? The continued exposure to these environmental estrogens significantly increase the risk of a woman's developing breast cancer. However, there are certain phytonutrients that can help improve the way a woman detoxifies both her own estrogen as well as these xenoestrogens. One such phytonutrient is lignans, which are found in flaxseed oil. Researchers have suggested that every woman take at least 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil daily to reduce the risk of breast cancer and minimize the potential for it to spread should it occur. And in addition to anti-tumor capabilities, lignans have also been found to be powerful antioxidants, possessing antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial properties. So look for lignan flaxseed oil in your favorite health food store. It should be expeller pressed, unfiltered, and in the refrigerated section. This is Dr. Marsha Williams with Health Tips.
All right, Atlanta, we're getting ready to take a break here. You're listening to Dr. Richardson on Call, where today we're featuring the how, what, and why becoming a vegetarian. The enormous, well-documented health benefits of eating a vegetarian diet in terms of weight loss, cancer prevention, uterine fibroid prevention, and the high blood pressure prevention, and on and on and on. We invite you to stay tuned to WCLK 91.9 FM as we continue to discuss the how, what, and why of becoming a vegetarian. We will be right back.
This is Dick Gregory. Dr. Richardson on Call will continue after this break.
With over 25 years of experience and success, Dr. William E. Richardson, MD, and his experienced staff of professionals make up the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine. They specialize in reversing disease, preventing disease, and saving lives. They specialize in treating potential causes of ill health, not just suppressing symptoms. They specialize in blending the best of both worlds of conventional modern medicine and holistic preventive medicine. For more information on Dr. Richardson, MD, and the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, www.acpm.net.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson on Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
All right, Atlanta, we are back from the break, and you are listening to Dr. Richardson on Call, and I'm your co-host, John Richardson, along with Dr. William Richardson, along with the Black Vegetarian Society director, and that is Tracy Thomas, and she's been sharing the mic with us today, discussing the proponents of vegetarianism. And we've been kicking around the health benefits and the whole subject about vegetarianism, and we have a few minutes left. And also I want to say that we want you, Atlanta, we appreciate you listening to Dr. Richardson on Call, but we want you to stay tuned to Jazz 91.9 FM WCLK for Jazz at Sundown with Renee Williams at 7 p.m. And this is so Renee won't beat me up when I walk out the studio. No. She'll tell me when you mention my show. So her show is important, and I listen to it all the time. She plays some really nice music.
No doubt.
One of our sisterin, whatever, from Pittsburgh. She's from he's from our hometown. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about vegetarianism, and we're basically going to wrap up the show and really thank you for listening today. We've been having a healthy discussion on this vegetarian topic. Dr. Richardson, that's one of the main things we deal with when people come to Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine.
It is. And you got to remember, we don't want to condemn anybody for what they eat, because all of us have had, sin and come short or whatever you want to say. And every time we walk, sometimes we kill a microorganism or ant. So it's not about that. It's just about being aware of what we're doing. Certainly the Native Americans had a more healthy relationship even with the flesh they did eat. There were superior societies on the planet that I believe were totally vegan, with people living hundreds of years old. And that's when you got to keep in mind we need these organizations like Tracy, your organization. I participated in that a whole lot, the Black Vegetarian Society of Georgia, and all types of people, not just black people, come to that. And everybody's welcome. This society is important because it gives you a chance to experience a social aspect to vegetarianism.
Yeah, and we want to say, for more information on vegetarianism and the Black Vegetarian Society and for Dr. Richardson's medical practice, we have a hotline. The hotline number is 404-696-1388. That's 404-696-1388. And for more information, if you got the web going for yourself, the internet, it's www.acpm.net. That's www.acpm.net. And we're going to take a quick call from Master Kufre. He's calling from Atlanta. We could take a quick comment from you, Master Kufre. Are you there?
How are you?
Oh, great.
Such a wonderful show. I love your spirit.
Thank you, sir.
John and Dr. Richardson.
Thank
You're doing
you.
very great. I've seen your patients at your office, and they look wonderful, those who are doing what you say and practicing the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to ask a quick question. Okay, I wanted to know whether your thoughts affect what you eat and the digestive process.
Okay, we'll answer that in about 2 seconds. We got to get out of here. Thank you, Master Kufre.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, thoughts do affect
yes.
what you eat, and actually what you eat can affect your thoughts. You want to come to the table with a peaceful thought. When you have to kill, that does bring a certain energy. And that we believe can cause more violence in the whole world. So this vegetarianism has environmental, anti-war, all types of aspects that we haven't even mentioned, really.
All right, and we wanted to give thanks to those underwriting the show, sponsoring the show, and that would be the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, Dr. William Richardson, MD, DetoxMovement.com, Dr. Marshall Williams, ND, Pepper's Restaurant, Basima's Absolute Therapeutic Massage, Loving It Live, Raw Foods Restaurant and Delivery, American Fidelity Mortgage Corporation, and Omnitech Institute. We want to give thanks to the producer, that would be Harriet Harris, and the engineer and call screener, Lorenzo Kemp, executive producer, John Richardson, and director of Talk Radio, Reggie Hicks, of course. And we also want to promote our next show, and that would be diabetes, overcoming diabetes with lifestyle, diet, and nutrition, November 10th at 6 p.m. We certainly want to tell you about that one. And Atlanta, we appreciate your participation today. We appreciate having Tracy Thomas in the studio with us today. And we're always glad to be here pontificating and elucidating this information on preventive holistic medicine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you.
For Dr. William Richardson, this is John Richardson signing off and inviting you to join us on our next edition of Dr. Richardson On Call, November 10th at 6 p.m., where we will be discussing how to overcome diabetes with lifestyle, diet, and nutrition. We will see you in 2 weeks. Take care, Atlanta.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.